Good morning to all. Welcome back to 7th Standard Social Online class. Students, we are going to study a new lesson in Geography Unit 1 Resources. What are the basic things to the human beings? The basic needs of the human beings are food, cloth, shelter. So, these things they are going to satisfy the needs of the human being. These things were called as resources. The resources we are going to study now. In this lesson, we are going to know the importance of resources and the types of resources and to identify the fossil fuel resources. Let me see the introduction. A country's social, economic, and political strength lies in the distribution, utilization, and conservation of its resources. A country's social development, economic development, and political development that lies in the distribution of and usage of and saving of its resources. What is mean resources? You underline the word anything which can be used for satisfying the human needs is called resources. You underline the point. Resources is nothing but it is a things or substance is going to satisfy the needs of the human being. That substance we call resources. Natural resources are resources that exist without action of humankind. Natural resources are obtained from environment. So natural resources it is found in the nature. Many natural resources are essential for human survival. Resources always cannot be consumed on their original form. Some resources we can use directly, but some resources it need change. They must be processed into usable products and usable things. Now we will see the importance of resources. Natural resources satisfy daily needs of human being, man, like food, clothing, and shelter. Natural resources also contribute immensely to boost up nation's economy. So natural resources satisfy our daily needs like food, cloth, and shelter, and it also develop our national economy. Natural resources, we can divide the natural resources basis of origin, basis of renewability. Basis of origin, natural resources are divided into biotic resources and abiotic resources. Basis of renewability, we can divide the resources into renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Let me see one by one. On the basis of origin, resources may be divided into two types. They are biotic and abiotic. What is meant biotic resources? Biotic resources are found in the biosphere. So it is in the biosphere which are obtained from living and organic material. Note this one. So biotic resources are obtained from the living things and organic material. It includes forest, crabs, birds, animals, fishes, man, and materials that can be obtained from them. Fossil fuel such as coal and petroleum are also included in this category because they are formed from decayed organic matter. A long years ago, the decayed plants and animals they changed into coal and petroleum. So this coal and petroleum also belong to biotic resources. Abiotic resources are the non-living parts of an environment. Example of abiotic resources land, water, air, sunlight, and heavy metal including ores like gold, iron, copper, silver, etc. On the basis of renewability, the resources can be divided into two types. They are renewable resources and non-renewable resources. What is meant renewable resources? We can renew these resources, and non-renewable means once we use, we couldn't get the resources. That we call non-renewable. Renewable resources. A renewable resources is a resource which can be used repeatedly and replaced naturally. So we can get the resources repeatedly and we can renew these resources. Renewable resources harvested and used rationally will not produce pollution. This renewable resources, it will not produce any pollution to the environment. The use of renewable resources and energy sources is increasing worldwide. Example for renewable: solar energy, that is sun energy, wind energy, and hydropower. These energies are abundantly found in the nature and we can get daily. Now we will see solar energy. The sun produces energy in the form of heat and light. Note this one. The sun produces heat and light. Solar energy is not harmful to the environment. It is not danger. It won't produce any pollution to the environment. Photovoltaic devices, underline the word. Photovoltaic devices or solar cell. They directly convert solar energy into electricity. Individual solar cell in group panel can perform small application from charging calculator, watch batteries to large such as power residential dwelling. Photovoltaic power plant and concentrating solar power plant are the largest solar application covering acre. India, China, Japan, Italy, and States of America are major utilizer mean user of solar energy in the world. You underline the countries. Which are the countries they are using solar energy? Major user of solar energy. They are India, China, Japan, and Italy, and United States of America. So this is the first renewable energy. The sun produce what are the things? Light and heat. We need one device, one instrument, that is photovoltaic. What is the use of photovoltaic cell? It converts the solar energy into electricity. Students, see this map. This is very important for exam. Geography map. Distribution of renewable resources. You see here, Fanta color, it denotes wind energy. So in the map, in world map, the Fanta point, it denotes wind energy. Then hydropower, sky blue color, and solar energy. This is very important for map drawing. You note this map. You see here, Kamudi Solar Power Project is one of the largest solar power project in the world. It's important one word and GK question. Note this one. World largest solar power project is Kamudi Solar Power Project. It is in Tamil Nadu. It is situated in Ramanathapuram district in Tamil Nadu. The Kamudi Solar Power Project was completed on 21st September 2016. Investment of this project is around 4,550 crores. The installed capacity of this project is 648 megawatt. So Kamudi Solar Power Project is the world largest solar power project. It is in which district? Yes, Ramanathapuram district in Tamil Nadu. It produced 648 megawatt electricity power. See here, this is the Kamudi solar power plant. Next, renewable energy, wind energy. That is energy produced from wind power. Wind power is a clean energy. Since wind turbine does not produce any emission, It do not produce any harmful gases to the environment. In recent years, wind energy has become one of the most economical and renewable energy technologies. The classic Dutch windmill harnessed the wind energy hundreds of years ago. Modern wind turbines with three blades dot the landscape today, turning the wind into electricity. Major wind energy producing countries, underline the countries: United States, China, Germany, Spain, India, United Kingdom, Canada, and Brazil. So these countries, they are producing wind energy. You see here, this is the windmill. It needs three blades, wind turbine. It produces energy from the wind. Major wind farms in India: Uppandal district, Kanyakumari state, Tamil Nadu. It produced 1500 megawatt. Jaisalmer district, Jaisalmer, Rajasthan state, 1064 megawatt they are producing. Brahmanwal, Dhule, Maharashtra, 528 megawatt. Dalkhan, Sangli, Maharashtra, 278. Damanjodi district, Odisha, 99 megawatt they are producing. And third renewable resources, hydropower. Water is considered as a great source of energy. Note this one. At present, water is used for producing hydroelectric power. Hydroelectricity is generated from moving water with high speed. Velocity means high speed, and great falls with the help of turbine and dynamos. Note this one. We can produce hydroelectricity from moving water with high speed and great fall with the help of turbine and dynamo. Hydroelectricity power is the cheapest and most versatile source of energy. Note this one. The most cheapest energy power is hydroelectricity power. Versatile source of energy out of all the known energy. Hydroelectric power is a renewable resource. China, Canada, Brazil, United States of America, Russia, India, Norway, and Japan are some countries producing hydroelectricity. China is the largest producer of hydroelectricity. Note this one. The largest producer country is China. You see here, Itaipu Dam, Brazil, and Paraguay. The hydroelectricity project, Dairy Dam, they are producing 2,400 megawatt. It is in Uttarakhand state. Sri Sailam Dam, 1,670, Andhra Pradesh. Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, 960 megawatt, Andhra Pradesh. Sardar Sarovar Dam, 1,450 megawatt, Gujarat state. Bagra Nangal, 1,325, Punjab state. Hoina Dam, 1,960 megawatt, Maharashtra. Mettur Dam, 120 megawatt, Tamil Nadu. Idiki Dam, 718, Kerala. And the worldwide dam, Three Gorges Dam, that is in the country China. It was built across the river Yangtze. Its capacity 22,500 megawatt. Itaipu Dam, Brazil and Paraguay, Parana River, 14,000 megawatt. Ziludu Dam, China, Zinza River, 13,860. And Guri Dam, Peninsula country, River Caroni, 10,235 megawatt. Tugurai Dam, Brazil, Tucantes, 8,370 megawatt they are producing. You see here, this is Three Gorges Dam in China. The river name is Yangtze. Three Gorges Dam in China is the largest hydroelectricity project in the world. Its construction started in 1994 and ended in 2012. The installed capacity of the dam is 22,000 megawatt. Students, up to this we will conclude the lesson. Today we have studied about the meaning of resources. Resources means a substance which is going to satisfy the needs of the human being. We can divide the resources into two types: biotic and abiotic, and renewable and non-renewable. Today I will give some home short answers. You copy in your classwork note and study well. Thank you.